Welcome back to Fourth and Pain, the only pro football and pro wrestling show to be hosted by an NFL player and a weight loss champion throwing up the sign. That's Redskins defensive end Adam Carriker.
This is Fourth and Pain, and we're awesome!
Channeling his inner midst, former wrestling announcer, weight loss champion Chuck Carroll here. Be sure to give the show a follow at Fourth and Pain. Time to take the show home. This is very exciting to me, Adam. This is the opportunity where we give the Fourth and Pain family to come inside, join our little clan, if you will. We peel back the curtain. We're going to let them go inside, speak with your lovely wife, Angie, here in just a few minutes with the Pulse. But we're going to start with their questions for you. On the Fourth and Pain mailbag, ask an NFL player anything with Adam Carriker. And so the first question, Adam, comes from Jim, who submitted it on fourthandpain.com. He says, hey, saw an article this week where you talked about the upgrades at Redskins Park. What have you heard?
I'm very excited. It was interesting when I first got there. I walked into the training room. Facilities weren't great. The weight room was similar. We didn't have an indoor facility. Now we don't have to go walk through a Lifetime anymore at airport hangars. Now this year they're going to update the weight room, make it much bigger, make it much more modern. Our training room's going to have an indoor water facility where we can run on a treadmill at the bottom of a pool, a giant hot tub, a giant cold tub, much like many other teams do. And we're catching up, and we're also going to have an on-site chef, which is something I'm personally excited about. As people know, I've been trying to eat a little bit healthy, a little bit more organic. So those are the main things that excite me. And one of the things that really bothered me when we first got in, those little horse trough cold tanks, if you've seen them on TV or Hard Knocks. Finally, we're getting out of that D3 college type mode when it comes to those things. And we're going to have a big modern cold tub and hot tub.
Yeah, I will never forget seeing those for the first time and thinking, well, that's professional. All right, second question. Nebraska fan Jean Ann on iTunes writes, can Taylor Martinez be as good as Eric Crouch or Tommy Frazier this year?
Jean Ann, that's my cousin's name. I wonder if that's her. I'll have to find out if that's her. Can he be as good? Yes, he can. He has the talent. He's as fast. He's as athletic as Eric Crouch. But let me read off some statistics. Tommy Frazier, the greatest quarterback in Nebraska history, two-time national champion, Heisman runner-up. Eric Crouch, Heisman winner. Jerry Tagge, two-time national champ, 70 and 71. Turner Gill led possibly the greatest offense in college football history in 1983. Fell short of the national title, was a Nebraska quarterback's coach for a long time. That's some lofty company. Taylor Martinez was first team All Big Ten last year, also led the nation in fumbles and fumbles lost. If he works on that, he has the talent to be up there with these guys. He is not yet, but I believe he can. Will he? That remains to be seen.
Turning our attention now to Facebook, Zach likes us there. He wants to know 4 preseason games. It's not quite like spring training baseball, but does it still seem like too many to you?
Whether it's too many is kind of up for debate. Some guys might say yes, some no. I will say this. Each preseason game is different. The first game, starters play about the first quarter. The second game, it's usually into the second quarter. And the third game, you usually play the first half. It's really your most real game-like experience you have of the whole preseason. And then the fourth preseason game is basically where guys trying to make the team, they come on, they show what they've got, and most of the time the starters don't even play. So is it too many? I don't know, but the format is been done for many years.
The fourth game, all the starters get to rest. That's when the guys that have been on the bubble finally realize that they've made it, and that's always a special thing. And let's transition, as you say, and seeing as though you're a couple and where our studio is a little bit limited, you definitely are going to need to share headphones. You're missing out a lot if you're not watching this on our YouTube channel.
Oh, it's so cute. It's time for the Pulse.
You
got to see our YouTube channel, fourthandpain.com. My wife and I are sharing headphones for the Pulse.
That's so sweet. You're so much larger than she is. Okay. So, Ange, here's the Pulse topic of the week. Adam, getting ready for training camp this time of year. So many NFL players' wives are actually going to become true football widows, and so I was just curious this week, what is it like for you on a normal year when you've had him around all offseason and now he's going back to work and you probably won't see him again until January?
The first couple days you're like, okay, this is an okay break. But then you realize you don't have any help with the kids at night, putting them down. An awful lot like an army wife, I imagine, would feel. But I don't know. This is our 7th year, so I just transitioned really well. And it's just a whole different type of living. You just learn to do the man's job around the house because he's not there.
Every year is a little bit different, but I think, yeah, that's how it works in a normal year. And we spend an awful lot of time texting and on the phone in a normal year as well.
Yeah. Okay. It is getting harder with the kids getting older, though, because they really want dad, and you have to say dad's at work, so.
Daddy has a very interesting job. Your finger, how is it? Last we heard you were out water skiing, and you seem to be doing a little bit better. Bring us up to date.
It's doing better. It's still not normal, but it's definitely better. Played on the lake last week and really enjoyed our last little time in Colorado, and yeah, it's doing better. I should probably go see a doctor.
Yeah, I told her to go see the infectious disease guy is the one that put her back on the antibiotics. Is like, you need to be on for at least 3 weeks. Come see me after 3 weeks. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks she's not been back. But we'll continue to have that discussion off air.
It's typically the wife and mother that do the nag. Ange, come on now. Does Adam need to nag you like this?
I don't know. Should we nag your workout?
Oh, there it is. Yes.
How's that going? How's your little workout going? We spent all this time coming up with this workout for you like 2 months ago. How's that going, Chucky?
You know, I could sit here and I could make excuses about intestinal infections and surgeries and family situations and not having money to buy proper shoes, but I'm not going to make excuses. I will sit here and I will man up like this, and I will simply say, I've been running, I've been lifting, but it hasn't been as regimented as it needed to be. It certainly hasn't been on the Carriker workout plan. I'm doing okay in running, so Ange, kudos.
Doing something.
Well, thank you for joining us, sweetie. See you again next week.
Bye.
Bye, Ange. Thank you very much.
All right, now
give her a follow on Twitter at Ange Carriker. Always a fun follow there.
All right, now it's time for a little section we call Ask a Weight Loss Champion. I got a couple questions for you. The first one is from Dan at our Ask a Weight Loss Champion on fourthandpain.com. Go there, see the Ask a Weight Loss Champion section, click on it, ask Chuck a question. I've been starting to work out and eat healthy about 3 weeks ago, and I've only lost 2 pounds. Why?
Well, you know, here's the thing. First thing that you need to keep in mind is you didn't put the weight on overnight, and you're not going to take it off overnight. Here's what's happening. You've essentially trained your body to store fat. And so you're going to start at kind of a plateau. This is very common. You're going to work out and you're not going to see those results immediately, but something is going to happen inside your body that's going to trigger it. It's going to be like a release that says, hey, it's okay now to start burning fat. I don't need to store this because I'm burning it now because I'm working out. So after another few weeks, maybe as soon as tomorrow, it's going to start falling off you. You're going to, feel like a weight loss champion. So stick with it. Don't get frustrated.
One more question for our Ask a Weight Loss Champion here. This is our at Fourth and Pain Twitter from at BigBob971. You're always talking on Twitter about Kale. What the hell is that?
Kale. First of all, it is delicious, Big Bob. I highly recommend that you train it, and then maybe you can just be Bob. Yeah, I love kale. It's a hearty, leafy green. I love it with baby spinach and chopped chicken in a salad. And here's why I love it. It's low in calorie, it's high in fiber, has absolutely no fat, and it's great for digestion. High in iron, high in vitamin K. And that's even going to be great for your blood and help fight off some cancers. Plus, it's an anti-inflammatory, so it's great after that workout. It'll help alleviate some of those sore muscles for you and will help lower that cholesterol as you wean off of fast food. I love that stuff, man.
That sounds absolutely delicious.
Yes, you should try it, Mr. I'm eating more organic now.
One step at a time.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, man. Well, as long as we're on that fitness kick, final question for you. It is a weightlifting tip from Billy on our Fourth and Pain YouTube channel. Writes in, it says, hey, Adam, I'm an avid weightlifter and have heard you say on your weightlifting tips that using chains will help with my explosion. But how do chains actually do that?
It works like this. When you got the chains, you got the bar locked out, you got the whole chain off the floor. For a bench press, as you're bringing it closer to your chest, the chains are on the floor, so there's less weight. As you're doing the press, there's less weight, but you get more and more. So you're going fast as you gain more weight, speed and strength combined, and you're working on that as the chain comes off the floor and you do the press.
All right, man. Well, good questions, good answers. But with that, Adam, we are fresh out of time. I'm Chuck Carroll. Thank you so very much for believing in our weirdness.
On behalf of the largest arms on the D-line, my wife Angie Carriker, and the weight loss champion, thank you for being a part of the Fourth and Pain family.
And now, words of wisdom, more of them, with Adam Carriker.
A big shout out to Sidewalks. Thanks for keeping me off the streets.